Hello everyone, my first video of 2020, and it's going to be something a bit different from my usual, and that is a toy haul. Today I'm going to show you my small collection that I picked up in 2019 for the smaller scale action figures. So those of you who've been following my channel and Instagram will know that I pick up a lot of the 7-inch action figures, but from time to time I do like to pick up the smaller scale car models and figures, mostly Marvel and DC. So I'm just going to run through them one by one and show you what I got. So the first thing I want to show you is this XMen Hot Wheels, and this is known as the Night Shifter and it's from the Mighty Avengers line. And I know that XMen doesn't really drive a car like this, but it's just something that Hot Wheels do time to time, where they just make a car for a character. And I think it just looks pretty cool with the gold and red colors, which is of course the colors of XMen. And they've also got like a comic character photo on the side, and then the logos and the name. So yeah, it's a nice collection to have, especially if XMen is one of your favorite characters. Then the next item is from the same line, and this is Captain America, and again they've used the colors of the character with red and blue and white, and again they've got the photo on the side, which I really like. And this is known as the Pony Up model. So these were the two characters I picked up from the Avengers line. And then another car I did get is known as the 64 Chevy Nova delivery. And this is part of the XMen wave. And I particularly like the animated cartoon. So they've got the artwork here. We have Storm and Magneto. This time we have Wolverine and Cyclops. Not many cars do have this color, and I think it's pretty decent to go in my collection. So yeah, this is the only one I picked up from the XMen line as well, simply because of the artwork here. And then more Hot Wheels, Avengers 3D Delivery, or Free Delivery is called. And it's some sort of motorcycle that's for delivery, I think, because of this base. And it's based off the Avengers first movie. And what I like about this is there's artwork on all sides. That's probably why it's known as the Free Delivery. So you have the original 6, Hulk, Hawkeye, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor and Black Widow. So anywhere you look, you'll have the character. So it looks pretty cool. It is quite heavy for Hot Wheels, and it's just something I like to have in my collection. This is a Punisher van. Now this one I kept it in the box because I actually like the design of this Hot Wheels car. And I think I'll keep it in the box. The artwork is pretty simple. It is the Punisher logo, but I think it works well with this black van. So it is the 4th car out of the 5, because there are some other ones to collect. And then from the same line, this is the Deadpool Chimichanga truck. I really like the colors. The red and yellow blends really well. You even have a miniature figure of Deadpool inside, which is pretty unique because you don't really see that in Hot Wheel cars. I just wish they did it with the Punisher one as well. And then on the back it's the same as you've got the other ones to collect. So the only two I got was the Deadpool and the Punisher van. And now we can move on to some DC characters. This is the Aquaman first appearance, the movie character car. And again, it's a nice packaging with a nice artwork. So something I kept in the box. I must admit the car is probably not the best. I mean, it's got the Aquaman colors, but I'm not too sure on the design of it. But I mainly picked this up mainly for the artwork and just to keep it in the packaging. And of course there are other DC characters to collect from this Aquaman line, as well as the other Batman series. So I did pick up another Aquaman one, and that is Mera. Again, mainly for the artwork. So I'll keep it in the box. This car is pretty similar to the Aquaman one, but of course in the mirror colors. Nothing too special, I think, if you take it out of the box. And then of course on the back it shows you the other ones to collect. So I'm missing the Black Manta one from the Aquaman line. So yeah, I think just having the Aquaman and Mera on your shelf, it looks pretty cool for a artwork, and I wish they did this for more of the DC movies. And now for something I picked up recently, and this is a vintage car. This is the Batman 1989 Batmobile, And this car was actually made in 1989. It's from Diecast metal. It does say ERTL here at the top. It says Batmobile in that same design as the movie. You got the logo. It says Batman. And it's a decent artwork as well at the front. And it is slightly bigger than your standard Hot Wheels car or Tomica car. Of course, Batman, the first movie, is a classic. I'll keep it in the box. I know there is some creases on the edges because it's such an old figure. On the back is pretty plain. It's just some notes at the back and just a picture there. So nothing too special. And after all, it is made in 1989. So it's decent for its artwork and packaging. And I'll probably keep it as a vintage collectible. And then we can stay on with Batman. And this is a Tomica car, which is the Takara Tomy Japanese brand. Very similar to Hot Wheels. And again, it's a Batmobile from the 1989. It is known as Tomica Limited. That is why it's got this slightly larger box. And it does show you that you can collect the other ones from the other movies. Batman Forever, Batman Robin. Of course the Nolan trilogy, the Batpod as well. And I can just open it for you. So inside it is the Batmobile. Again, the classic look. The silver wheels and the jet black. So it's slightly different to my 1989 vintage one. You can see that it's much bigger. And this one even has a Batman sign at the top, which is pretty unique. So yeah, I think I'll keep them both as a collectible. Staying with Tomica and DC, I picked this up from Japan. Again, this is a Takara Tomy car. This is the Batmobile from the Justice League movie. So slight changes to the Dawn of Justice one. This is Takara Tomy again. This is a comic van of Marvel. They do have other editions, such as the white one, the movie one. So this one is a black truck with the comic characters. So I actually really like this truck because of the artwork. You can see some of the main characters there. There's even a photo of the truck. And then on the top, it's the Marvel logo. And then on the other side, TUNE. At the front, more Marvel, top and bottom. I prefer this over the white one for some reason. Again, this is Takara Tomy. This is from the Universal Studios Japan shop, the SpiderMan store. SpiderMan, of course, one of my favorite characters in Marvel. Again, of course, he doesn't really drive a car, but I just love the design of this. Of course, it's the Spider-Man colors, but just look at that front. It's got the eyes and the logo. Yeah, I really like this design. It's like a sports car kind of thing. But you can definitely tell it's a spider suit. Yeah, this is one I really like. So the box is pretty neat as well. And this is what I like about Takara Tomy is they've got a nice box where you can just place the car back in. Whereas the Hot Wheels one, once you open it, of course, you can't put it back in. So yeah, this is another nice collection to have if you're a Spider-Man fan. So that is it for the car collection, and now we can move on to the action figures. So the first one is a die-cast metal Batman, and this is the one based off the Dawn of Justice movie, known as the Nightmare version. So it's not much of a figure really, it's just a plastic metal that you can place on your desk. And I think it goes well with some of the cars. Obviously it doesn't really scale up, but it's just something neat to have. And yeah, they actually had other characters from the comics like DC and Marvel, but I think this was the only movie one I saw of Batman. Web of Steel by Toy Biz, and this really caught my eye because of the artwork. This is that 90s Spider-Man animated series which I really liked. It is known as a classic, so this is kind of based off that. The actual figures inside is probably not the best. I mean, it's decent for its size, but I wouldn't say it's the best action figure, so that is why I kept it in the box. And then on the back it does show you that you can collect other ones from the line. And it's a pretty old figure as well. Not too sure what year it was made in. This is 1995 Toy Biz, so you could consider this a vintage figure if you want. And staying with Spider-Man, again, this is based off the animated series. Definitely one of my favorites. And it's the Spider-Man web racer, so it is one where you can hold on to some sort of string, like a web. And it's just something I wanted to have. Not too sure if I'll keep it in the box or take it out. Made in 1994 Toy Biz. So again, another vintage collectible to have. And now onto some more modern figures. And that is the Avengers, the 3.75 inches. This is the Hasbro collection. So it does include a weapon. This is Black Widow, which includes the grapple launcher. And all of these are based off the first movie. Then I have Hawkeye with 3 launching arrows. Then I have Hulk. This is just a smashing action, so there's no accessories. And Iron Man with the wrist-mounted launcher. So the only ones I'm missing is Captain America and Thor to go with my original 6. So that's it for my quick toy haul of 2019 for my smaller scale characters. If you're into the SH Figuarts Avengers, be sure to check out my channel, as I will be doing reviews for the new releases in January 2020. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.